life can become mundane and it can also become very cyclical, and being a volunteer sort of breaks that up. Got clutter piling up? FM Junket in Carson, Iowa is your hometown cleanup crew. Fast hauling, fair prices, and now easy dumpster rentals for DIY cleanouts. Your single items to full-on messes, FM Junket gets it done. Call today and breathe a little easier. Hi, welcome once again to Mills County Roots. I'm Carlene Hall. Today I want to talk to you about something that's pretty close to my heart. It's Volunteer Week, and there are so many opportunities in Mills County and surrounding area to volunteer. And I looked a few up, and I just kind of want to touch on these a little bit, and then I'll get into some of the things that I'm involved in that I volunteer with that are very fulfilling to me. A lot of times I think, especially uh, those of us who are seniors, I think we tend to isolate a little bit, and it's so fulfilling to just get out and mingle with other people, socialize. And what better way than to volunteer to be able to contribute something to your community? So, some of the things that have come up, I just Googled volunteer opportunities in Mills County, and this is what came up. Um, Mills County YMCA. You may be able to volunteer at the YMCA right in Glenwood. Maybe there's other opportunities in the area over there as well, but I'm sure that there are things going on at the YMCA that you could volunteer your time for. The Jenny Edmondson Foundation is another one, a nonprofit organization that probably takes volunteers. Um, the Mills County Storehouse, that's also in Glenwood. Uh, it's a thrift store and household goods, clothing, shoes, kids' clothes, toys, everything you can think of, books, music, everything you can think of there. Anyway, you can volunteer your time there, sorting, stocking, cleaning, cashiering, whatever your talents are, whatever you have that you can contribute. I'm sure it would be greatly appreciated. Um, West Central Community Action also takes volunteers. The Mills County Extension Office. Um, just check out some places. They're people that don't notoriously have volunteers might be taking volunteers. A couple of places that I'm involved with that I volunteer are number one is Teammates. Teammates is an organization that was incepted by Tom Osborne of the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And he started this in 1991, and it started as a program for junior high kids at risk, and they would find mentors, and mentors would volunteer and be matched with a mentee. However, now it started originally in Lincoln and has by now expanded to like 6 states, and it's also expanded from third grade to senior in high school. And it's no longer just for kids at risk, it's for anyone who wants a mentor, and their parents, they have their parental permission, and you meet with kids between third grade and their senior year for, I don't know, 35 minutes to an hour a week. It's easy, and I've just had my first meeting as a mentor, and I can tell you the time goes by really quick. I wasn't ready for the time to be over, and it's already very fulfilling to connect with someone. I connected with someone in junior high, and um, I hope to be together with this mentee until she graduates from high school. And Just think of the relationship you could build if you got to start with someone in third grade and go all the way through to their senior year. An hour a week, 30 minutes to an hour a week, it really adds up to some valuable time for both parties. It really does. It doesn't seem like very long, but I'm excited about it. I'm real excited about it. There is quite an extensive background check to get involved with teammates, and that is a good thing. There has never been an incident since the beginning of the program of any questionable activity or issues of safety. So that was really great news to hear that. Great for the program, great for the kids, great for the mentors as well. So I'm excited about getting started with this. I'm brand new to it, so I have a lot to learn. Additionally, I am involved with the Mills County Chamber of Commerce. I just joined the board. There was a voting process and I got selected, so I'm very grateful for that. But there are volunteer opportunities with the Chamber of Commerce, Mills County Chamber of Commerce, and one of those is being an ambassador or even being a student ambassador. And where there are ribbon cuttings and celebrations and different things that go on, you can be there and be an ambassador for the Chamber of Commerce, and it's very social. It's very supportive of the business community and the community in general. So those are a couple of things that I'm involved in. Also, if you are a veterans advocate or a veteran yourself, there are all kinds of organizations that you could get involved with that could help you connect with your people, just live that camaraderie, connect with other veterans or connect with other people who are also advocating for veterans. One of the other organizations that I serve on a board for is the Iowa Veterans Foundation. You can find all of these online that I'm mentioning to you. You just have to Google those and they'll come up and you can learn about them. IowaVeteransFoundation.org is that foundation that anyone can get involved with. You don't have to be a veteran to be involved with that, but definitely we strongly welcome all veterans who want to get involved and people who are not veterans. So those are just some of the things that I volunteer my time for. Other opportunities come up all the time too. There are organizations that clean up the highways and the byways, and that's always nice. You go out with groups. It's safe. You pick up trash and keep. You can adopt a highway or get with one of those groups that adopts a highway. But volunteering is fun. In my earlier years, I was a Daisy Girl Scout leader, and then that was so fulfilling. My kids were little, and two of my daughters were in Daisies, and I volunteered there. Also, I was involved in a women's organization, business organization in the state of Missouri. I volunteered for Hometown Pride in Tabor, Iowa. It's been so fulfilling for me. The Parent Teacher Association is another one that it was Parent Teacher Organization in Tabor years ago, and I also was a volunteer for Tabor and Sydney Fire Department. And I don't want to make this about me and what all I've done volunteering, but I want to share my experience of volunteering throughout the years in different capacities with you because it is Volunteer Week, National Volunteer Week. And if you are a senior, you can get a hold of IowaVolunteer.org, I think is what that is. And you can get a hold of Sherry Bowen, who is right here in the Mills County area, and she connects volunteers all the time. The Switch out on 34 Highway, I think they take some volunteers. They have some different things going on out there that you can volunteer for. The school, call the school and see if you can volunteer at the school. Just all kinds of great things. You could help build set for the plays if you have that talent, or costumes, or anything. It's just so fulfilling to kind of get out of our own normal activity, get out of our, we go to work, come home, get up, do it over, you know, fix supper, and life can become mundane, and it can also become very cyclical. And being a volunteer sort of breaks that up. And as I said earlier, you it's really fulfilling to get out and do that socializing. Another place you can volunteer is the Bloom Center, the senior center in Glenwood. Teammates, as I mentioned earlier, are in Malvern as well as Glenwood. I know they're in the East Mill schools, probably in other schools as well. Those are the ones I know of here in Mills County. All kinds of things going on downtown where people could use volunteers, organizations could use volunteers. Find out if your community is having celebrations. Find out if there is a betterment community like MABA or SCUBA or the Community Betterment Association in Glenwood. Built in 1917 and once one of the oldest Ford dealerships in the country, the Ford building in Malvern has been fully remodeled into a modern, multi-use space. It has apartments, business suites, and office space for rent. It blends big city style with the charm of small town living. A historic landmark ready for today's dreamers and doers. So there are a lot of volunteer opportunities. It's been very fulfilling for me throughout my life to be able to do the things that I've been able to do and meet the people I've been able to meet, and to gather with other like-minded people and achieve a goal. I think remember back early early in the 90s in Tabor, the parent-teacher organization came together and got a new playground at the Fremont Mill School, and that was fun. It was fulfilling to do that, and Hometown Pride made a lot of great strides in Tabor. Involved, I was involved with that through Keep Iowa Beautiful, and contact Keep Iowa Beautiful, and see if you can volunteer there. Again, West Central Development, the Storehouse in Glenwood, Mills County Storehouse, Mills County Historical Museum, they're needing volunteers immediately. I'm sure you could volunteer right here in Malvern with the Malvern Historical Society that's building a museum right now. There's so many opportunities. Whatever's close to your heart, whatever means a lot to you, you can contribute yourself, you can contribute your time. So again, if you're a senior or if you want more information about how to volunteer on an official basis, get a hold of Sherry Bowen. And you can Google that. Iowa Volunteers, Mills County Senior Volunteers, I believe, is how you can find Sherry Bowen, and she can help connect you to so many volunteer opportunities. So thank you for joining me today, and I hope you'll find somewhere where you can volunteer your talents, volunteer your time, volunteer your efforts and your skills. Um, Good luck with it, and have fun, and let's build our communities together. Thank you for joining me on Mills County Roots, and we'll see you next time.